Arsenal 3, Newcastle 2 player ratings. Let's start with David Raya. So David Raya, in terms of handling the crosses and stuff like that, I still feel like he's a very, very good goalkeeper. Now, he didn't have a lot to do in that game. He had like 2 saves to make, and that was it, really. He had one shot saved from inside the box, and he conceded, did he concede the second goal, right? He conceded the second goal. Yeah, I considered the second goal and then he went off. So because we considered 2 goals, I'm going to give David Raya a 6 out of 10 for today. He's okay, though. I still think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. For me, he's the best goalkeeper in the league, up there with Sells. Last season, he was very, very good. So 6 out of 10 for David Raya for today. Calafiori went off in the 47th minute, but he was very good in the first half. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I've not looked at the stats, but let me check if there's any standout stats from Calafiori. So he had 5 clearances, 2 interceptions. He had he lost the ball 5 times. He had 86% accurate passes. He created 1 chance as well, and 4 out of 6 long passes. That is fair enough. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He was really good. I really like the way he's comfortable on the ball, the way he pushes with the ball forward. I think he created the chance for Trossard that was blocked, and he was playing as a centre back, but he found himself in the box and he actually created the chance for Trossard. I like the way he overlaps. Like when you're not using Lewis Kelly on the pitch, if Calafiori is the one who's starting at left, but Calafiori is very good in terms of overlapping. So Gyökeres in the box will really enjoy those crosses from Calafiori. So 7 out of 10. I really hope it's not another serious injury, man, because he's had a lot of those. And funny enough, though, or sadly enough, the previous season when he was playing at Bologna, never got injured. So he played literally almost the whole season without an injury. So that is a bit of a downer. So Lewis Kelly, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for today. Let me confirm his stats for this one. 1 clearance, 1 interception, 92% accurate passes. Obviously, this we can definitely get a better Lewis Kelly. You know, the Lewis Kelly that we've been watching over the last 1 year, the one who gets the ball and goes past players and wins us numerous free kicks. I'm sure he's going to get back to his best, but for today, I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. Ben White, I'm so happy Ben White is almost back to his best. For today, if I was giving halves, I would have given him a 6.5, but I'm going to keep it at 6 out of 10. I think he was better against AC Milan. But I love the way he overlaps as well. He had an opportunity to shoot on target, but it went just off target. He had 2 clearances today, 1 blocked shot, 1 tackle. He won 3 out of 3 duels as well, 90% accurate passes. I mean, if you look at the stats, you probably give him a 7 out of 10, but I'm just going to according to how I watched the game. So I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Would have been a 6.5 if I was giving halves. Now for the midfield, Zubimendi is very good in terms of he won the ball back a few times in the first half, and I love the way he actually tries the through passes. In the second half, there's a through pass he attempted to Martinelli, but Martinelli was offside. So the through passes to Gyökeres and those guys is not just going to be coming from Odegaard and Saka. Zubimendi is also one to watch out for. Today he had 91% accurate passes. He had he won 4 to 6 ground duels, so that is good for a midfielder. 1 interception, 3 tackles. He was fouled once. He committed 2 fouls. He got a yellow card in the first half. I remember that. So for today, Zubimendi, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. It's going to be interesting to see what is going to be starting the first game against United, or is it going to be Norgard, or is it going to be Rice in that position? Let's wait and see. So 7 out of 10 for Zubimendi, because if Gyökeres starts against Man United, that means either Havertz or both Havertz and Merino are going to be on the bench, or we are going to go with Havertz and Merino, or one of them in the 8th position and Rice in the 6th against Man United. Let's wait and see. I want to see a lot of rotation next season. That is what I want to see, a lot of rotation. Mikel Merino, what a goal that he scored. A fantastic finish from Merino. For that goal, I am going to give him, performance-wise, I think it's a 7 out of 10. He got a goal. I'm going to add him an extra point there, so 8 out of 10. The finish was dirty finish, man. The goalkeeper could not see it at all, and the celebration is called as well. If I read for you guys his stats, he had 1 goal, 32 touches, 100% in terms of crosses, 100% in terms of long passes. He also had he created 1 chance. He had that 1 shot on target, 3 out of 6 ground duels, 1, and then he committed only 1 foul, 1 clearance, 3 tackles. Those are very good numbers for a player who was, in the box most of the times, and they would position box another point of the game. So he was all over the pitch today, Merino. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Nwaneri started as well today. I think he was better in the AC Milan game, Ethan Nwaneri, but still a very, very good player. I'm happy he's getting opportunities in that that number 10 position, because Odegaard was very good today. Odegaard was better than Nwaneri today. Nwaneri was better than Odegaard in the AC Milan game. But obviously you want you want it to be rotation. You want it to be a rotated position there. Even if Eze comes in as well, you don't want someone to play every single game. No, you want to use different players every game. So Nwaneri for today, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. That is my rating for the midfielders. Now up front, Bukayo Saka on the right side. They gave him man of the match. He's not really my man of the match for this game. He was good, but there's a couple of points where he was losing the ball a couple of times. But he did make a tackle there's a time he lost the ball and then came back and made a tackle and won it back. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Saka is always good. I mean, when Saka plays badly, it's still like a 6 out of 10. He rarely goes under 5 out of 10. He had 1 shot on target. He had 2 shots that were blocked. 2 out of 6 dribbles completed. 3 out of 7 ground duels. He had 1 interception, 1 tackle. So it's a 7 out of 10 for Saka, but interesting they gave him the man of the match. Saka, 7 out of 10. Who played on the left side? It was Trossard. Trossard had a couple of shots that were blocked in that first half. Did he really stand out that much for me? Leandro Trossard. I mean, I would give him a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give Trossard a 7 out of 10. Did he do anything that I wrote down? I don't think so. He had that shot that was blocked in the 9th minute, but that was it. Really, I mean, I could see people tweeting in the first half, we need someone else on the left side so that cannot be starting. He did annoy me though. There's a time he went down and he stayed down when we were being counter-attacked. I was like, you need to get up, man. You can't just lie down on the floor when you're being counter-attacked. You need to come back and defend. That is the only thing that really annoyed me, but 7 out of 10. If you confirm his stats for today, Leandro Trossard, he had 1 shot blocked, 1 shot off target, 2 out of 5 dribble attempts. I've remembered one of the dribble attempts. There's a time he was like on this corner next to Ateta and literally like span around the Newcastle player. I remember that. So yeah, 7 out of 10. 4 out of 9 ground duels, 2 out of 2 long balls created or long passes, and then 1 out of 3 aerial duels. He had 1 block shot as well, 1 tackle. So I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Kai Havertz up front. I think he was definitely better than what he was against AC Milan. Against AC Milan, Havertz was very quiet, and whenever the ball was being crossed in the box, he was in the wing instead. But today, he got the 2 assists in the first half. Very good assist for Merino. The assist for the Merino goal was absolutely fantastic. The back heel. And then the second one as well, this cross that led to the own goal was quite good as well. Overall, he wasn't really getting involved like in midfield in the tackles and all that, but he did his job up front. So because he got the 2 assists for the goals, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Same with Merino because he got those assists. So those are the players who started the game, and Calafiori played 47 minutes, who was subbed off at halftime. Nwaneri only played 45 minutes. So the rest of the players who came on, Odegaard came on at halftime, so I can give him a rating, and he also scored our winning penalty. So I think Odegaard was really good today when he came on, especially those first 50 minutes when he came on. He was nutmegging people, he was carrying the ball up front. Obviously, there's still a couple of times that you're like, pass the ball quick, I know that. But overall, that second half, I think Odegaard was quite good. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. And he also converted his penalty, thank goodness. I was thinking, man, don't miss again today, man. So if you're to take a look at his numbers, he had 1 out of 3 long passes. He won 50% of his ground duels, 100% dribble attempts, and he had 3 shots on target. So yeah, that's the other thing. You're shooting the ball on sight. That is what we want Odegaard to do. 3 shots on target today, so that is great. Have the chance, you can shoot the ball because his shot is actually powerful. If you see the shot that he took against Liverpool at the end of last season and the last game against AC Milan and today, his shots are actually powerful. The goalkeeper doesn't just collect it. No, he has to punch it. So you never know. If Gyökeres is there to rebound it, just take those shots, Odegaard. So 8 out of 10 today. The next sub was Kivio. Kivio has to stay at Arsenal. Kivio cannot be sold at all. I think he's a very good player. And on top of that, the injuries that we have defensively, you can't sell Kivio. He has to be there. Right now, we have 3 injuries. Timber, Gabriel, and Calafiori today. Once again, and Saliba went down the tunnel, and Mosquera is not ready. Yeah, we cannot. And Lewis Skelly is not back yet to the level that he was last season. So at the moment, really, it's Ben White who's really performing, who's ready and fit to play the next game, and it's been great. The rest, there's a bit of fitness problems and injury problems and all that. So Kivio for today when he came on, I don't think he had the job to cover the Jacob Murphy goal at all. I don't think that was his fault. We didn't consider strike after Kivio came over. We considered 1 goal, sorry. So I mean, again, I know they scored a goal after that. They had a couple of chances. I mean, Saliba and Kiwior, there's a couple of times that Osula guy, the striker for Newcastle, he beat them to headers a couple of times. As once he went past Saliba and headed the ball. So Kiwior for the second half, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Maybe I would have given a 6.5 if I was giving halves, but 6.5 makes sense. He had one tackle, 1 out of 2 ground deals, and then he had he created one chance. He creates chances every single game, so that is great for a centre back. He's very good in terms of passing the ball, so 6 out of 10. Now the rest of the players came for the last 30 minutes, and I'm going to obviously start with Max DOWMAN because he was absolutely incredible. I think that was a complete performance from Max DOWMAN. Yeah, he won us, and plus he won us the penalty for the winner. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I think he was that good when he came on. He was very, very good. And he attempted 2 shots as well. I think in the second half, him and Odegaard really stood out. They were both very good in this game. And I hope he gets chances next season. Obviously, don't expect him to start all the Premier League games or something. That is Saka and Odegaard who are going to be doing that. But, it would be great to give him a couple of opportunities coming off the bench because, he's just played against a Premier League team today and one of the tough Premier League teams that you don't want to play against because they're very, they're going to try and bully you and all that. But he was not scared. He was going past Joelinton, the bully. He was going past those other players, it was Joelinton and Bruno Guimaraes before he started. There was someone else that DOWMAN went past and I was just like, this guy is so high on confidence. I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. And he won us the penalty as well. You could just tell from every other player's reaction. They just know how exciting this player is. And on top of that, he was really getting fouled. How many fouls how many times did they foul him? Let's see. Let's see. Fouls. So he had 16 touches of the ball, 100% in terms of passes, 100% in terms of crosses, 2 out of 3 dribble attempts, 6 out of 8 ground duels won. That is a 15-year-old. I think he won more duels than anyone else on the pitch for us. That's crazy. He was fouled 3 times. He had 1 tackle as well. Those are very good numbers for a 15-year-old who's just played 30 minutes against Newcastle. So for me, he's my man of the match for those 30 minutes. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 Max DOWMAN. Absolutely incredible performance. I cannot wait to see him in the Tottenham game as well. So I'm happy that Arteta is bringing him on with at least 30 minutes to go. We get to see a lot of him. Martinelli also came on the same time with Max DOWMAN. There's a couple of times in the last 10 minutes where he was taking pressure away from us. He was getting the ball and making the run to take away pressure from us. I'm going to give Martinelli a 6 out of 10 for those 30 minutes. Still need to see more from him. There's even a pass that DOWMAN crossed the ball to him as well. There's a part where he crossed the ball to him. 3 out of 6 dribble attempts. Not bad. 67% accurate passes. 3 out of 9 duels won. I used dribble pass twice. DOWMAN was dribble passed once. He had 1 offside as well. I think it's just a 6 out of 10 today. So at the moment, if we are starting the Premier League tomorrow, Martinelli would not start. For sure, he would not start tomorrow. I think if we are starting Premier League tomorrow, Trossard is the one who would start on that side. So as of now, let's see what happens in the rest of the transfer window. But that position is definitely up for grabs. Even if Madueke comes in and plays well in that Emirates Cup and he performs better than Martinelli and Trossard, he probably starts that game against Man United. Right now, that left side is up for grabs. But let's see if we can sign Eze. Let's see if you're going to go for a new winger. Let's see what happens. Kepa also came on. That's substitute window as well. He lost the ball once. At the time he was pressing, he gave away the ball, but he did make a couple of good saves as well, especially down in the 89th minute. I don't mind having Kepa as a backup at all. I think he's a good signing. He had 2 saves overall. His long passes, some of them are just clearances, so that's why it's going to be written 1 out of 11. But obviously, you'd expect Raya to be better in terms of passing. So Kepa definitely has to work with that with our goalkeeping coach and Raya as well. So for today, I'm going to give Kepa, what did I give Raya? 6 out of 10. So I'm just going to give Kepa the same as well. Both of them made 2 saves. I think Raya made 3. So 6 out of 10 for Kepa for the time he was on. Now, Rice came on in the 68th minute, and I think Rice was very good as well when he came on. Now, when Rice is not on the pitch, you would notice Rice is not on the pitch. He does too much for us. He has to be starting games. You cannot have Rice being on the bench for games like that and against Man United and Liverpool. Rice just simply has to start. For 20 minutes, he comes on and he's winning the ball back. He's retaining the ball in crucial positions where if you lose the ball, you're going to be punished. Rice is just very good, man. And there's even a time he tried to shoot the ball, it was blocked. Let me just check his stats in the last 20 minutes. 100% accurate passes, 100% aerial duels, one out of three ground duels. He also had one shot that was blocked. So it was only 20 minutes, so he only had 10 touches in the game, but I watched the game. So for the 20 minutes that I saw Rice playing, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I think he was pretty good in that 20 minutes. So 7 out of 10 for Declan Rice. Anyone else came on? Yeah, they came on the 75th minute, so they weren't on for too long. Can I really give them a rating? No, 15 minutes was too low. So Nicole, Salmon, Nogard, Anu, and Zinchenko all came on in the 75th minute. So Zinchenko, I think, could be like a 6 out of 10. He got involved a lot in the last 15 minutes. Salmon looked confident as well, but I don't even think I saw Nicole's getting the ball that much. Anu off the bench. This kid that we brought off the bench, his full name is where is he? Is he not even here? No way. Oh, okay. Andre. I was wondering, they don't even have him here. Andre Anu, that's his name. He was on for 40 minutes. He had 5 touches. There's a time where Odegaard was trying to pass a through ball to him, but DOWMAN was in a better position. He created one chance. He was fouled once, and he was definitely involved. I saw Anu, so I'm going to give him a rating. I'm going to give that Anu kid a rating. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for the 50 minutes he was on the pitch. I'm going to give Zinchenko a 6 out of 10 as well for the time he was on the pitch. Nogard, Salmon, and Nichols didn't really get the ball that much, to be honest. So I think it's tough to give them a rating for this one for the last 10 minutes. So those are my ratings. Should I rate the manager for this game? Probably just a 7 out of 10. We won the game. I'm happy that he brought in DOWMAN early as well once again. I'm happy with the rotation for the goalkeepers. Zubimendi started today. Personally, I didn't want Calaferi to come out for the second half because I knew, the fitness stuff. I didn't even have him in the starting lineup. So this was the lineup that we went for today, and this is the lineup that I had that I wanted to see. As you can see, I didn't have Calafiori in my lineup at all. I wanted Kiwi and Mosquera. So since Mosquera's not there, I would have had Kiwi and Saliba. So that was my lineup. Arteta went with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players that I wanted, but he went with them differently because Nwaneri started as a 10, Merino started as a midfielder. So it's fine though. I mean, most of the players got a run out today. Is there anyone that really didn't get a run out on the first 2 games? I mean, I know Nelson is leaving. I know Lokonga is leaving. Kabia, we haven't really seen Kabia and Setford and Rogers, the other goalkeepers, but let's see how it's going to go. But overall, I think it was a decent performance for sure.